We're making some casserole today.
Casserole.
We have been discussing the origins of casserole, which we know nothing about, so we will not go into that. But we are going to talk about what's in the casserole and Stacy's version of the casserole. This is the casserole, and this is your first time tuning in with Stacy on the show. It's been a while since we've talked a little bit about your background, what got you into chefery. Is that a word? Chefery?
It could be a word.
Chefery. I like that.
Yeah.
Or cooking or in the kitchen. What drew you to it?
What drew me to the
Stacey?
kitchen? You know what? I started cooking when we first got married, and I was like had this vision of my husband and I like cooking together, dancing in the kitchen, and I started cooking one day. I know.
I didn't.
And he's like, I don't want to waste my time in the kitchen. And so I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to waste my time in the kitchen. And so I refused to cook for a while. And then
I love it. Was it like a competition? Like, if you're not, I'm not.
I might be a little bit stubborn.
Okay.
A little bit.
I can't see that at all.
I know. It's shocking.
Shocking.
I worked in the medical field for a long time, and I would come home and I'd want to, create meals, and I started watching TV shows and cooking shows, and I'd start cooking with garlic and onions, and I'm like, this smells amazing.
I had the same experience, totally. Yeah.
And my passion just continued to grow. I mean, I would cook when I was younger and make stuff and make my family try it, and so I enjoyed it. But then I was like, well, I want to do this now, and I want to create fun things. It's fun to create and have them turn out.
Oh, that's even better.
I know.
That's like the other half. You could make it, but if it's actually good, is a whole other story.
Absolutely. So the more time I invested, I was like, I really enjoy this. And I enjoy being around people and serving people and having them enjoy what I've created. And so I wanted to go to culinary school, and so I did that when we lived in Arizona, and totally left my career in the medical field to do that. And
it's a big change.
So that was 2007.
Was that scary?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah, but I was pretty clear that that's what I was going to do.
I can see you being very focused in this.
Yeah, it was a challenge. It was something new, and I was surprised actually how hard it was. Like, there would be nights that I would be crying. How do I get this homework done? There's math.
There's math? Okay, I'm not doing this.
So now I really love it. And, one of those staples that you go back to, like from home for me, was like there was casseroles, you know? And I know I'm from Utah. That can happen.
Especially if you live in Utah.
Yeah.
You will probably confront a casserole.
You may confront one.
You may confront
and so I wanted to confront it in a different way.
Okay, let's do that.
So it can look like, what did you say, a scoop from a plate?
Yeah, yeah, that's typically how you think of it. The big rectangular thing.
And then it can look unappealing on your plate. Right? And so we eat with our eyes first.
Yes.
And so when you put it on a plate and it kind of it's
like
yes. So I thought, how about do it in a different way that looks appealing, but you still have that same flavor. That's that comfort that you enjoy.
Yeah, because it's definitely a comfort food.
Absolutely. So I did a couple different ones, but I'm going to show you one. We had a chicken noodle casserole growing up.
Excellent.
I don't know if
that
anybody.
Sounds very appetizing.
It was something that I was like, well, yeah, everybody had that, and everybody's like, we didn't ever have that.
I've never had it, but it sounds good.
Everybody's got a thing.
One of those things like, what? You didn't do that? You were deprived.
You were deprived.
As a child. What?
So instead of my noodles in the whole big casserole
dish,
long, the little
rectangular noodles.
I just made this pasta shell, and I just cooked the shell before, and so we're going to make a filling for it.
Okay.
So we are going to be authentic to
very
the casserole, like cream of mushrooms
by using Campbell's.
Yeah. So we're going to make a filling here.
Okay, so just a little bit of cream of mushroom.
Just a little cream of mushroom. We're going to add some sour cream. Do you want to throw some cheese in there for me? About half of that.
Okay, I'll listen this time, because once I was like,
I know, and then we fought. No, we didn't.
We don't fight.
We're going to spice it up with some
nice
chilies. They're actually not really spicy, but they add some fun flavor. And then we need some protein, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we have some, this is a rotisserie chicken that you get at the grocery store, so you just cut it up. So you don't even like, if you're like, I am not making anything.
That's even more simpler than I thought. Okay.
I know. Okay. Yeah. And so I'm like, we need a little bit more substance here. So here's just a roll.
Interesting.
And we'll just
tear up that do? Is that in casserole?
I don't remember. So a lot of time they do breading on top of casseroles.
Okay.
Or, have you ever had your funeral potatoes? They're very authentic to Utah here.
Very authentic.
Yes, and they're not people. It's potatoes and creamy and sour cream. It's comfort is what it's about.
Sure.
So we just stir this together. Okay, and we're gonna heat it up a little bit here. We want to make something that you want to bite into, and if it's just like cream, it might not taste as delicious.
Right.
And so, okay,
so we can watch what you're doing.
Thank you. So we got our filling here. Okay, well, a little salt and pepper. Pepper was kind of a no-no at my house. It does smell good.
A no-no, why is that?
Because, my dad was like, pepper is spicy. So, you have to adjust because when you eat, it's all preference, right? Everybody's got their different flavors. Okay. So, we'll fill this here. You just do a little scoop in here. Fun.
And if Joe can grab a close-up, that'd be spectacular.
All right, Joe, we're filling our shell here. And it's not hard. It takes a little bit of time, but when we add some cheese, and then because the noodle is already done, you can just bake it till it's melted. And then you're done.
Great. Can I try one?
Please, I have one for you over here.
Ooh,
that's warm.
Oh, eat one. I was gonna make one, but I know
let's make one first, and then you can eat one.
Let's show that off. Sure.
Yeah,
so,
let's show that off. Okay.
I thought I might as well try
shell.
this since you're here.
Please do.
And you can supervise the mess that could be made. Okay, so I like this because it's something I think kids would have fun doing too, which is a big deal about getting kids in the kitchen. If you're up for that challenge.
Absolutely. And really, if you have a hard time getting kids to eat food, get them involved. And then they're invested. And they're like, oh, I'll eat that. That took a lot of work.
Like the lunchbox things that we made that one time. I remember that. Like Lady of the Shoes. I do remember that. It is sweet, isn't it?
I always remember our nuggets together. Our nuggets. So if we want to make it a little fancy, I have some green enchilada sauce.
Let's do some of that.
And then we could, just do a little zhuzh. So we got some drips here. See, I have a pimento or something in there. But
there's some stuck.
See, sometimes accidents happen. In the kitchen.
That's gonna just come. Whoa, I'm nervous.
Do you have white on today, Chelsea? You have an apron.
I know. We'll wait. I'll work on this.
But I would do the enchilada even after. Do it with a spoon. Put it in. Oh, look at you. Look at you.
Oh, look at that.
I didn't know you had such skill in the kitchen.
See if you can. There we go.
Look how cute those are.
I'm trying to mess with Joe.
They're so cute.
Doing the camera. Can you get that? Just kidding. Okay, can I try some now?
Yes, absolutely. So this one is basically macaroni and cheese.
What?
And then I put some chicken in it. I put a little feta cheese in there. Ooh, spice it up a little, right?
Yeah, that's pretty great.
So if you want to try that little sour cream.
Is this the same? This is different.
This is different.
Okay,
this one is more of like a macaroni and cheese, and then I just did some Italian breading on top.
Oh my goodness.
And sour cream. So it's not scooped on the plate, but it's the same thing.
Oh my goodness, that's good.
Is that good?
Tastes like pizza. It does.
It's like pizza?
I think so.
I put a Cajun lime seasoning in there that you can just buy at the store in the seasoning aisle.
No, it just tastes good, like comfort food. I like that.
Yeah.
Very good.
And that's what casseroles is. Please try one of those. Yeah.
So these are the ones we just made and just pulled out of the oven.
That's right.
So we're just gonna try them.
So you would obviously not put this on a plate if you're going to make this. You're gonna put it on a cookie sheet or something like that. And just melt it.
That is so good.
Thank you.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's fun.
They're little casserole bites.
Yeah, casserole bites.
Casserole bites.
I like it. Unless it's manly. What's a word for a manly casserole?
A shell.
It's a casserole shell.
I don't know.
We are manly. Joe, what's manly for casserole?
I don't know.
So here's just a few ideas. Then you're like, hey, these are the tastes I like, and I can do it in a different way that looks appealing and looks like I made an effort.
And what I like about this is that you can kind of change up those ingredients really easily. And that's what I love about a lot of recipes is that more of guidelines. Then you can kind of change it up a little bit.
Yes, and then I had a few different sizes. So these ones, these you can take away. This is just like a mini muffin tin. And then if you're doing, whatever event, and then people can walk around with them and eat them.
That is so awesome. No, really, that's so brilliant. I can think of a lot of events where you could do this at.
Do it, and then there's even more the size of like a pot pie. And then if you want to have a heartier meal, a little bit bigger portion.
Okay.
Then you can do just bigger. There's so many ways to do it.
I'm still thinking of that pot pie, by the way. This just reminded me of that.
The pot pie.
Those are really good. Yeah, I did appreciate those. Okay, well, so you have some great classes going on. What do you need to fill us in on?
Oh my goodness, I have the Thanksgiving one is coming up, and we got to be thinking ahead. So I have 3 spots for that now.
Oh man.
And it's like timeline to a stress-free Thanksgiving.
We all need some of that in our lives.
And I give you a timeline to that. So show you how to do it.
Excellent. So if we want to register for that, how do we go about doing that, Stacey?
ekbites.com.
Okay, we just do it right online?
Right online, or or obviously my contact information is on there.
Very good. All right. EK Bites online, and thank you so much to Stacey for being here this morning. Thank you for my little casserole bites. I'm so excited. Yeah, it was been so much fun with our casserole. Say it again.
Casserole.
Casserole.
It's not a casserole. It's something different.
I know. You're like, what is? Yeah. So you get what we mean. But anyway, thanks you to you for joining us, Stacey. And you're watching the Mountain Morning Show. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Don't go away. We'll see you soon. That really is so tasty.